How y'all doing, man? It's Noble Fresh Ali here with my man Bizzle. There is a serious epidemic going on. I don't know if you know, people in your communities are disappearing. The feds are coming in there as if they are state powers. They aren't listening to the state governments, the constitutions. They're thinking they're their own boss. They can make the laws. They can determine. They can come into your community and take your kids. So what are you going to do to protect? We are the people. We are the ones that are being victimized by not a government, but we are being victimized by a federal Congress. A Congress that is manipulating its powers. Tell me how the feds have any authority to abridge any state powers. When I say abridge, I mean, if me and my boy Bizzle are driving, we in a car, we get pulled over. We got drugs, we might have guns, but at the end of the day, the drugs is illegal. We know that. There's a fine, some time with it. But the gun is our Second Amendment right, correct?
Right.
So how can now the feds come pick us up and federally indict us under a 922G or 924C if me and you did not even leave the state or go interstate with commerce or break commerce clause? And when I say a commerce clause, ladies and gentlemen, I'm saying that when I purchased this gun, I left from one state and went to another state. That is what I mean by violating the interstate commerce clause. So now you have what you call interstate, which is when you're going from one state to another. You got intrastate, when you're within the state. So I just want to make that clear. So let's go back. So Bizzle, how can the feds, which we are in right now, have all these inmates in here for a 922G, and it's not even their direct powers, it's the state power? How can they do that?
I don't know. You're robbing us.
So I'm thinking that, hold up.
You're cheating us.
I can now use the state to come pick you up, indict you, and then once the charges get dropped, I can pick you up and build a case on you based on them arresting you and now not indicting you on the state charges. Now I'm picking you up as the feds. And now, doesn't that seem like a game that's been going on so often?
Right.
Does that seem like a game that's been going on a lot often?
Yeah.
The states are picking it up first.
Right.
And then the feds are coming along and acting like, oh, well, we're just going to take it from here.
Right.
Okay, so if you're going to take it from here, I want to know where in the Constitution does it say that you can come and you are not federally deputized by any other agencies. You're just coming in and partnered up with any communities and say, yeah, we're just going to step in and grab this case. Right. Tell me, how are you allowed to do that?
They shouldn't be allowed to do that.
You shouldn't be allowed to do that.
I don't know.
Shouldn't. So right here, I just want to make sure I read this word for word so there's no misconception. Federalists argue that Congress was given no power to abridge the ancient rights of individuals to keep and bear arms. Such a force could oppress the people. This was the original 1787 ratification debates. So if they made it clear that Congress would never be able to bridge the people's power, it's for us to make sure that if we feel any threat to any of our constitutional rights, we're supposed to make sure that we tell them no, go to hell.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, they are abusing their power.
You know what they're doing?
They're abusing their power. So now, what are our options, brother? What are our options? So now we stuck in here right now. So now this is the main key. Me and you just acknowledge what is the big problem. We just diagnose the situation. Now, what is going to be the remedy? What is the relief? So now, once you get arrested, there's two options. You have to now challenge the arrest. You have to challenge it under a constitutional violation. So now, where they're going to try to now divert you and say, oh well, we got you with the drugs and the gun. You know, you violated a right. Well, hold up. You have to now challenge the arrest. You have to challenge it under a constitutional violation. So now where they're going to try to now divert you and say, oh, well, we got you with the drugs and the gun. You know, you violated a right. Well, hold up. Where do you have the jurisdiction even to pick this case up? There's certain laws that have to be challenged, due process law that are being violated. And these feds that are Congress, that have no police powers, have to prove.
Yes.
Right.
All right. So now.
Then they give you a lawyer that's not even on your side. He on their side.
Now you're with me. So now the lawyer's job, the pretender, the only job he's there is to get you to sign this plea.
Right.
Because if you sign this plea, what happens? Now you give up your right to challenge what? Your 9th, your 10th Amendment violation.
Right.
So now you're stuck.
Right.
Now you're stuck in a signed plea agreement and you cannot challenge the violation. So this is where fuck the people. We are the people. Fuck the games. We the ones that are standing under the law. They're the ones that are supposed to enforce it for us to be our spokesman. So now they're abusing their authority. They're sitting in their houses comfortable while we are the ones sitting and being abused by the laws.
Right.
We don't have any say-so in it. And you are now making it to where you're going to take away our First Amendment right, our Second Amendment right, our Sixth Amendment right to effective assistance of counsel. Because why? He's one of your puppets.
Right.
So now the options that we have, it's time now, the awakening, the creators, the ones that are going to be the Aquariuses of this time, the ones that are going to be influencers. We have to now demand a seat at the table. The alarms are sounding, y'all.
That's right.
We coming home.
I do.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
That's it.